Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another Magic Arena Explorer video. So today we are playing a deck that we've come across a few times on the ladder now, and I wanted to give a go, so I found a deck list for it, and that's Golgari Sacrifice. So that is making use of sacrifice synergies of both Zulaport Cutthroat, which drains your opponent for 1 whenever a creature you control dies, and Vraan Executioner Thane, which is a 2/2 from Phyrexia All We Won, which whenever 1 or more other creatures you control dies, just once a turn, you can drain your opponent for 2. So the good thing about this deck, as far as I'm concerned, is that it doesn't run either Witch's Oven or Cauldron Familiar, so we avoid that particular hellish combo that does my head in every time I see it, so that's good. But instead we're using other sacrifice synergies. We're also running 4 copies of Tyvar, Jubilant Brawler, which can not only allow some of your creatures to activate their activated abilities on the turn they come into play, but can also return some of your smaller creatures to your hand. So essentially the strategy of the deck is to play lots of small creatures, sacrifice them to Priest of the Forgotten Gods and Woe Striders and other outlets, and essentially just drain your opponent and kind of drown them in incremental value and kind of getting creatures back, you know, Cocoing into a couple, so you're just kind of outgrinding your opponent essentially. So we've got the full 8 copies of the 1 mana elves. We've got 2 cult conscripts, which is a threat that can come back when it's sacrificed. Lazotep Reaver that creates 2 bodies. So yes, it's all about small creatures that you can then sacrifice and just get that kind of engine going. We'd run Gigantha as the companion, just to kind of because it fits into this deck, and then Collected Company as well, as I say, to just create some value, and then 1 copy of Midnight Reaper, which allows you to essentially get some value off your dead creatures. But we don't run too many copies because you are sacrificing a lot of creatures and you are in danger of kind of doing a lot of damage to yourself otherwise. You know, a lot of in the mana base, we've got a lot of black-green dual lands, a couple of utility lands, and a creature land, and we also run 1 copy of Mirex, which is a new land which can create Phyrexian might tokens. So if you find yourself later going long in the game and you need a repeatable source of creatures that you can then sacrifice, then you can potentially use the Mirex as well. The sideboard is very simple. We've got 4 copies of Fatal Push as kind of basic creature removal, 4 copies of Thoughtseize as hand disruption, 4 copies of Cankerbloom, which can destroy opponents' artifacts or enchantments, and then 4 Scavenging Ooze as graveyard interaction. So it's a very simple sideboard. It's a very simple deck. But I'm interested to see how it does. As I say, I've played it against it a few times, and we've had kind of mixed results. You know, we've done okay with some decks, less well with others, and you know, it plays a few new cards, and this one's relatively new to the format as well. So yeah, I'm excited to see. There is a version of this deck that you can play with sort of Bolos' Citadel, and kind of get that going as a sacrifice outlet. But I think I prefer just this more kind of simple version with lots of small creatures, and any excuse to play Collected Company is always good. So yeah, that's the deck. Let's jump onto the ladder and see how we go on. So we saw 3 new previews from Shadows over Innistrad remastered last night. So 3 Planeswalkers, the Jace, the Nahiri, and the Tameo from that block. So that's an exciting development. So it's only a couple of weeks now till that set comes out, and we've got a lot of ideas and decks planned for when that happens, so I hope you'll stick around for that. Okay, so we're on the play. That's always good in a low-to-the-ground deck like this. So we've got Mana Elves, Creature Generation. Yeah, this is a good hand. Oh, and we have our new Might avatar, so that's cute. Okay, let's play Woe Strider here. Say go to our opponent. So this is pretty decent opening so far. Okay, they're also on some sort of Golgari list, so let's play Takanuma. Let's play the Cutthroat. Go to attacks. Sure. Let's play Lazotep Reaver. Okay, so our opponent's on Greasefang. So we'll be bringing in our Scavenging Oozes. Go ahead. Sure, sure. Okay, so they've got various vehicles now, but no Greasefang yet. I presume that they have it in their hand, so let's see what we can do. I think we can do better than an elf. Okay, let's hold up Beseiju, who endures then, as an answer to that particular issue. So let's shock in, let's play a Lanoir elf. Let's attack with everything except our Cutthroat. Sure thing. Let's drain them again, so we're getting to the point now where we can potentially just kill them. Okay, yep. So, here we want to let them crew the Parhelion and then destroy it. So, let's Beseiju, who endures. What an excellent card, honestly. Uncounterable removal, just the chef's kiss of... Ooh, okay. Yep. Okay, Beseiju doing the work for us there, so that was a good victory without any need for graveyard hate. So let's put in two Canker Blooms and all of our Scavenging Oozes to interact with our opponent's deck. What do we not want here? I quite like everything we've got going on here, to be honest. Actually, is Priest good here? Making them sacrifice creatures doesn't feel great, actually. No, let's take Priest out. Excuse me, I've got hiccups. And maybe maybe the Colt's Conscripts as well. Yeah, because we're basically grinding our opponents out here. Yeah, let's go with that. I'm new to this deck, so I'm not... I think what we bring in is very obvious, but what we should take out against Greasefang is a little more unclear, I think. Okay, we don't have any graveyard interaction, which I don't love, but Tyvar can potentially get us some if we mill over an ooze. Yeah, let's keep it. I don't love it, but... Okay, I now particularly don't love it. Okay, interesting. Ah, there we are. Okay, we will count that as good news. Okay, let's... so they're not going to be able to do both, so let's Tyvar... Mill 3. Bring back a Cutthroat. Okay, Rafine's Informant is fine. Parhelion is also fine, so let's play Ooze. Let's eat their Parhelion. Untap our Elf. Play another one. And another. And another. Big fan. Okay, sure. Yep, you may have our duplicate Tyvar. Let's just eat their graveyard because we can. Okay, land is good. So let's burn our Tyvar. Bring back Lazotep Reaver. Escape our Woe Strider, so we are getting some hella value here. But I don't think we still don't need to attack. Sure. Have they got any vehicles in the graveyard? No, okay. They have scooped it up, so we had a very good match against Greasefang there. Very pleased with that. Yeah, just they had nothing going on in either game. Our Beseiju did the work for us there, and yeah, they're very happy with that. Let's try another. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about Greasefang. It's a very glass cannon deck, and I feel like, sure, it's probably great in best of one, but it does seem very vulnerable to sideboarding. And I think the adding of Beseiju to various formats has not helped it. Yeah, let's just cutthroat for days. Our opponent's deep in the tank about their hand. So yeah, this is I mean, it's a fun hand right up until the point when it like goes horribly wrong, but well, that's not happening. Let's enjoy ourselves. Come now, it's only turn one. The choices can't be that hard. Turns out they weren't. So let's just go as wide as possible, as quickly as possible. Because if we get 3 cutthroats down, any wrath effect that sends them to the graveyard will drain them for 15. So, and we will take that. So, normally triomes of some description make you think of a enigmatic fires deck. Got there in the end. Words. But seems that's... Oh no, elementals. Okay, that's fun. Oh, that's disappointing. Never mind. Let's attack. Is that 5? Is that all 5 colours? Yep, 5 colour elementals. Okay. I like it. They clearly do not like it. Fair enough. So, what are we bringing in against elementals? Fatal Push? No. I think just Thoughtseize. Maybe 3? 3 Thoughtseize? Take out... maybe only 2, actually. Yeah, let's just shift around the lower end a little and Because Fatal Push, I think, doesn't really work. All their creatures are too big, although if you can trigger Revolt, maybe it's not quite so bad. Alright, let's put in a couple of Fatal Pushes and take out... What don't I like here? I don't know, it's always hard to know what to take out. We're on the draw, so I might take out a couple of elves, actually. Just because they're quite slow. Yeah, let's do it like this. Let's just keep all of our same number of 1-drops. Fatal Push, a couple of Thoughtseize. Canker Bloom I don't think does very much. Scavenging... No, I'm happy with that. Elementals is not a deck you see on the ladder hugely often, so I'm kind of going around in the dark here. And frankly, you know, full disclosure, I'm not that great at sideboarding anyway. Shock Horror, I know, but, you know, it's difficult. I mean, this is a good hand. I should have... if in doubt... Five good spells and 2 lands on the draw is often hard to say no to. So let's elves. Only having 1 source of black mana could potentially be a problem if we don't draw another, but I'm surprised this isn't Fabled Passage. Okay, we have our Priest engine, so if they play an elemental next turn, we can make them sacrifice it. Oh no, just ramping, fair enough. So a black source of mana would be very welcome here, so we could play 2 creatures. No, okay, so we'll just play a Vraan. Attack for 2. Just wait to see what they do next. I was thinking, oh, maybe they're playing New Omnath, but that's not out yet. Struggle with constant spoiler season. You forget which cards are where. No, Omnath, the 5-color Omnath is in March of the Machine. Okay, we go again. I say it was a great hand, you know. A great hand would also involve drawing just 1 more land. Just 1. I'm not fussy. Okay. I have a horrible feeling I see an Ugin in our future. Ugh. Okay. I think this one will potentially get away from us. Woohoo! Goodbye! Okay, let's pop our elves back in on the play. Take out a couple of Tyvars. And hope we do better this game. Okay, we now know what their payoff is. It's our dear friend Atraxa. Yep, this is a good hand. At least it might be. Who's to say? Priest, priest, priest. I don't think Boseiju does anything for us here outside of... Oh, I was going to say, was that a counter spell? Better not be. Oh, there's Fable Passage, fair enough. So, are we about to get Clarioned again? I don't mind. Because we've got some... Yep. We've got some play against that. Okay, Coco's always a good thing to see. Okay, let's Vraan into Cutthroat. So again, we've got some game against removal, though they are building up towards another Atraxa if they particularly feel the need to play one. Okay, Risen Reef, sure. Let's go like this. Hope for the best. Fortunately, their Revolving Wilds came into play tapped, so they don't actually get to 6 mana this turn, but they do have an Omnath. Okay, we could really do with a Sacrifice Outlet at some point soon. I've underestimated this Elementals deck. It is not doing badly. Once you get 8 lands and Omnath going off, it's a hell of a thing. Sure. I think we should Coco here anyway. Yep. Play Priest. So go to our opponent, hope for the best. Okay, there's other Omnath. Gaining life as well. Yeah, I think this one's moving away from us now. Oh, and the World Tree as well. That's exciting. Right, so I don't think they're going to be able to kill us this turn. Because I think Omnath's finally run out of things to do. So the wait to crack there. Oh no, 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 no. Okay. It's fine. So I think they might have finally run out of land drops. So I somehow need to do them 22 damage this turn. Well, I'm not hopeful. That's not going to do it. Let's sack another creature. That's not going to do it either. So let's sack another creature. I don't know what I'm looking for. Yeah, not you. Well... yeah, sure. No, there's nothing we can do. We got omnathed to death, which, you know, I can think of worse ways to go. Never mind. Ah, finally on the draw. What a shame. Yeah, I don't hate this. Lots of early plays. Okay. Ah, hello. Okay, we're in a mirror match. Ooh. Ooh, that's a bad miss. Ooh, that must sting. No, let's send them all at Tyvar. Let's have him back. Play elf. Okay, that was a reasonably good interaction for us there. I see your Woe Strider, and I raise you a Lazotep Reaver. And a Vraan. Wow, they were not sticking around for that. So, what are we bringing in the mirror match? I think Fatal Push, Scavenging Ooze, both very good here. Let's take out 4 elves. I think in the anticipation of Graveyard Hate, I'm going to take out the Tyvars. I'm being radical. I'm going to try something different. Maybe I might put them back in on the play if we need to. I haven't decided. I'm an enigma. I'm a man who doesn't play by whatever rules there are governing this deck. Yeah. Yeah. Sure, sure. Okie dokie. So they're going off a bit here, but we have a good answer, which is to Lazotep Riva. Sacrifice our creatures. Fatal push their Woe Strider. Play our own Cutthroat. Okay, quite like that turn. Yep, they have their own collected company. But two can play at that game. Nope, okay, that was short. Short but enjoyable in the mirror there, so let's move on. Okay, a couple of those matches were pretty quick, so I think we've got time for one more. Get a good 4 in. Sounds okay. Okay, Nykthos on an empty board is always interesting. White, okay. Interesting. So some sort of white devotion. I quite like that we're seeing a variety of different decks on the ladder. It's not all the same, which is good. Okay, Spellbinder will probably take our Vraan. I don't love our spot here, I have to say. Let's keep developing our board as much as we can, hope for a sack outlet. Offer some trades. Nope, okie doke. Okay, there goes our Reaver. These flyers are going to cause us a hell of a lot of aggro. Let's play Vraan. Let's attack here, here, and here. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done in this first game. Yep. Yeah, just a lack of sack outlets there, and our opponent just went off a bit too much, so let's bring in fatal pushes. Maybe a couple of thought seizes on the play. And let's take out Cult Conscript and a set of elves. Okay. So yes, it seems to be just kind of white good cards. Yeah, we didn't see that much, so Luminarch, Spellbinder. Spellbinder in the main is interesting, and Skyclave, so yes, just all good white cards. Yep. No, let's play Priest here. Then we'll have it online for next turn. Yep. Sack here and here. Play Vraan. So you go. Sure. What do we have in the graveyard? Nothing I'm particularly fussed about bringing back for the time being, so let's play another Woe Strider. Let's sacrifice our creatures here. Get a 2/2 out of it. Play Cutthroat. Okay, we are holding our own reasonably well here. Sure thing. So let's play Tyvar. Oh, Reaver's a good one. We go again. Now let's Thoughtseize them. Take one of the Spellbinders, sure. Play a land, go to attacks, bop them down to 2. So yeah, the power of repeated priest activations there, so that was pretty good, though we were on the play and we won't be for this next one, so... Cankerbloom doesn't do anything. I think we just want Thoughtseize on the draw. And fewer Tyvars, I think. Yeah. Just always being one turn ahead of them playing creatures there was very helpful for us. We won't have that advantage this time, probably. Although this is quite a good hand, let's just hope it's good enough. Okay, they've got a 1-drop, so maybe not. Okay, that doesn't bother me as much. Oh, what's happening? Okay. Let's play Priest. Okay. So we're going to take a bit of a hit here, but they are short of land. Okay, that gives us an opportunity. So let's play Lazotep Reaver, activate Priest, sack. Play Vraan. Okay, we've got a bit of action going on here. If they continue to be stuck on land, then I think we are in a good spot. Although they are going to hit us for a lot of damage. Okay, so let's play Elf. Play Cutthroat. Sack here and here. Play another Cutthroat. So we're presenting a lot of damage, but they're certainly not out of it. Okay, that's a good draw for them. What's next? So I think we play Takenuma, or do we just no? Let's play Boseiju and hold up Takenuma. Sack here and here. Let's get back a Cutthroat. Going to be a close one. Okay, another Apparition. You I'm willing to throw away. Okay, let's hope for the best. There we are, good game. So yeah, that was Golgari Sacrifice. That was fun to play. Yeah, no, I think we did okay there. So we'll take one last look at the deck list, but that was a good set of games. So thanks for coming along for the ride. As always, please do consider subbing to the channel if you enjoyed that. The number of subs is growing, and I'm enjoying having a little bit of a community around, so let's keep that going. So yeah, this is the deck again, so I think, you know, Cutthroat, Priest, Vraan were all performers there, the Woe Strider. The elves are good, you know, they get you, they're not as good as they are in some other decks, but they accelerate you early and then they're good sacrifice fodder late. Coco is always great. Tyvar was an okay performer, I have to say. I think probably we could actually make this deck work without him, but it's certainly interesting and lets you recur creatures. So yeah, no, all in all, pretty happy with that. So yeah, thanks for watching and I will see you next time.